Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm Gary, and this is not David. So David's going to take a night off tonight, so you get me and not David. So I'm going to read on the energy in the month of July. I just saw it's about 7 o'clock Pacific time on Thursday, July the 3rd. Congress has passed, both houses have passed this budget that Trump wanted so badly. All I can say is FAFO, they fucked around. They're about to find out. So let's take a look at the energy in July. What do we need to know for entertainment purposes only? I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Okay, what do we need to know about the month of July? Okay, month of July, Foundation is Knight of Wands. Actions are being taken and we're moving things forward. Okay. I mean, as disappointing as the budget is, frankly, this is the lesson that everyone needs to learn. You know, MAGA's a little slow on certain things, and this is part of their lesson. This is what they wanted. This is what they're going to get. You know, there's a lot of stuff that MAGA has been benefiting from over the years, and it's about to get taken away from them, and they're going to find out. The cross is the hangman. So we're moving things forward, but people are not going to be happy with what's happening to them. They're not going to be, it's just one of those things that they didn't think it through. They didn't play the tape to the end. Energy underneath it is the Eight of Cups. This is you're basically walking away from the emotions, unplugging from the matrix. This could be you and me just realizing what is about to happen, and we just don't want to be part of that crazy. This could also ultimately be just MAGA the redcoats understanding what the hell they just voted for. This is kind of something that's going to be coming in the future. For those of us that don't wear red hats and think Donald Trump is the second coming, we recognize what this card is, and we feel it every day. Just so tired of the outrage. In the past, you had the Three of Wands. So what do we need to know? You know, we were looking to the future, looking for maybe some assistance from overseas. Hoping that maybe something was going to change for us. You know, all the actions that have been taken. Current energy, Nine of Cups, perfect card. Smug merchant, hopes, wishes, dreams fulfilled. Hey, Republicans got everything they wanted. MAGA got what they wanted. Oligarchs got what they wanted. Everyone's going to be happy with this new budget. They've been waiting a long time. They know their ship is now coming in. Page of Pentacles, overarching energies. Yeah, just a new opportunity to hold on to money and worship money. Now, a pentacle isn't just money, it's things of value. But let's face it, I guess there's some things of value too, you know. They just gave $50 billion to ICE, so the Republicans are going to be really thrilled. MAGA's going to be really thrilled that now they can deport even more people and stomp all over more people's rights, whether they're citizens or not. The lesson to be learned, though, is the Sun card. The truth will come out. The sun is shining on this. The Republicans own this now. All right? They had no help from the Democrats on any aspect of this. This is theirs. They own it. They cannot point a finger or blame anybody. This is theirs. Theirs to own. Outcome. Page of Swords. To me, it's like, okay, we're going to go fight. You know, we're young, we're strong, we can take on all comers. And, you know, there's a bit of naivete there that they think that they're better and stronger than they are. There's more experienced people out there, but that's what they want. So, okay, it's time to go to battle. So it feels like the first throw was just basically how Republicans are feeling about this with the big, beautiful budget. Oh, for the love of God. I mean, it would have been one thing if they actually balanced the budget. It would have been another thing if they balanced the budget and were paying down the deficit. But they passed something that wasn't a balanced budget. It increased the deficit. And it hurt people that need the help the most. Just so rich people can get a bigger tax return, or that the benefits they got from Trump's tax plan from 2017 don't have to sunset. They can continue to benefit from it. It's just, it boggles my mind. But you know what? MAGA thinks they're part of that club. They think that they're part of the rich people club. And yeah, maybe they're going to find out. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the energy of MAGA. And how are they feeling about this? Or how will they be feeling about this? This is going to take a while to land and really resonate with them. You know, they're not going to feel the impacts of this right away. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let's wait and see what happens. We got things of value here. Okay, it's time to take actions. This is probably like, you know, all of the 2025 agenda. You know, it's time to take action on it. Everything needs to move forward. Okay, it's winner takes all. We're supporting Trump. It's all that low energy that they're supporting. They've chained themselves to this. Seven of Wands. They're defending dear leader from all the attacks from people who have the ability to not fall under his web of lies and believe everything he says. They're celebrating their victory with the Three of Cups, and they're having a toast. Hey, they hope this is everything that they wanted. It's all going to move forward. What's going to be more interesting is the next reading I'm going to do, which is how is MAGA going to feel? Oh, let's call it 6 months from now. Huh? How is MAGA going to feel about 6 months from now? End of the year, beginning of early next year. After some of this is really kind of taking a hold, maybe some of the euphoria starts to wipe off, or maybe when the price of produce goes up because there's no one in the fields harvesting it. Okay, let's take a look. Entertainment purposes only, right? Okay, how's MAGA going to feel in about the next 6 to 9 months here? Okay. All right. Heartbreak and betrayal. Don't you love a one-card reading? Maybe we were too quick to rush to judgment here. You know, big picture, maybe being kind and caring and loving is an important thing. You know, I thought you loved us, but you broke our heart instead. In the past, the Knight of Cups, the false friend, you promised us that everything was going to be great, that America was going to be great again. Current energy is the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, no way out. Overarching energy is the Nine of Pentacles. The rich people seem to be doing okay. They seem to be enjoying their lifestyle and livelihood. I don't think I feel the same way. The lesson to be learned, don't believe the crazy. Don't believe everything he tells you. Outcome is the Hermit. Gotta find some sort of path forward. This is a major arcana. This is kind of, maybe it's time to do a little introspection. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. It's time to think about things, maybe. The operative term, think. Okay, so they're celebrating now. In about 6 to 9 months, they're not going to be celebrating anymore. So, it's encouraging. About damn time. Welcome to the party, pal, you know. Heavy sigh. It's just so hard because we can look at this and we can recognize how bad this is going to be. You know, it doesn't take a genius to figure it out, but you definitely have to stop and think. All right. How are the GOP congressmen feeling about this in about 6 to 9 months here? Since MAGA's not happy, how is the GOP in Congress feeling? Because, you know, in about 6 to 9 months, they're going to be gearing up for their you know, the House is going to be gearing up for their run, and the Senate's going to be gearing up for their run. Okay, in a nod to Libby, King of Cups, the American people are the foundation of this reading. Libby thinks that the King of Cups might be the American people. She may be right. Challenge is the Emperor. American people want a democracy. They don't want an emperor, but they've got an emperor. Underneath it is the Page of Pentacles. They're just seeing how... So we're shifting away from Congress. It seems like we're going more towards the American public. But let's keep going with this. So because the question was the GOP and Congress. Energy underneath it is about, hey, it's all about worshiping money. You know, you said you wanted tax breaks for the wealthy. That's what we gave you. In the past, there's your Eight of Cups, emotionally walking away. I'm still not sure if this is the electorate, the American people, or if this is the GOP in Congress. Because they seem to, in 9 months, maybe they are starting to walk away from this. Wheel of Fortune, the future is wide open. It's, you know, karma's coming. The wheel is spinning and karma's coming. Overarching energy is the Knight of Wands. Maybe they took too many actions, or maybe there's some actions coming forth. Lesson to be learned, 7 of Pentacles, reaping what you sow. Maybe you should have been more thoughtful about the future, and instead of going for the quick win for July 4th. And now you got the Queen of Cups. You got to keep a lid on those emotions because you signed up for it and you own it. Now that's if it's the GOP in Congress. What if it's the American people? American people are unhappy. They don't want an emperor. You know, they could see that this was just basically a money grab for wealthy people. They're starting to unplug from this. The future is not certain on what they're going to do, but they feel like they need to take action. This could be the protests that we've been having. Be more contemplative over the things that you value. And there's a lot of anger and resentment, and you got to keep a lid on it. I don't know why you got to keep a lid on it. It's okay to express it. There's a lot of outrage out there. It could be either or both, frankly. And if Dave was here, he would tell me, which it was, but he's not. So you tell me what you think it is. I'm open-minded. I definitely don't know everything. You know, as far as tarot, if I can take a little time here while I'm shuffling, I personally think anybody can read tarot cards. I mean, okay, that's obvious. But no, really, I think anyone can read it. It's all about interpretation. When you see the cards, what does it mean to you? I mean, you need to take a little time to understand what the cards mean and the difference between major and minor arcana cards. But at the end of the day, you're just going with what your gut is telling you. You know, what strikes you about something on the card. It could be the literal meaning of the card. It could be something in the picture. It could be just what it feels like when you're reading it. I don't know if I've got any special abilities. I sure don't think I do. But I've been doing this for a year, so I'm a little bit, you know, a little more practiced that I could start sort of going through it. But if I don't know, I just say I don't know. But for those of you that are playing along at home, hey, I always appreciate it when you tell me what you think these cards mean as well. So, you know, feel free to throw that in the comments if you will. Let's look at how the Democrats are feeling in 6 to 9 months. I mean, I kind of know how they're feeling now. The 8 of Cups will come up again, but how are the Democrats feeling in about 6 to 9 months? Okay, Hangman. So the Hangman, it's a couple things. It's looking at things from a different perspective or not liking the position you're in. It could be either. Let's see. The Cross is we've got a choice to make. Okay, it could just simply be they don't like where the country is, and now we've got to make a choice. But I think with the Democrats, one of the things that this could be talking about is as I throw the Ten of Swords at it, there's some disarray in the party right now as to whether to go more progressive or to back the safest white guy as a candidate, right? To quote Jasmine Crockett. And that could be the situation where they need to make a choice. Do we want to go more progressive and take off the gloves and really fight? Or do we continue down the path of middle of the road politics? Energy underneath is the Ten of Swords. The Republicans can't hurt us anymore. That's what this card is saying. We're done. How many more swords can you stick into us? You can't. We're full of swords now. This is dead. This could also mean that the traditional Democratic Party, they choose to bring it to an end and go something more progressive. And the card underneath it is very interesting. Not happy with the choices that they're being offered. Okay, in the past, you've got the Empress. So my first feeling when I'm reading this is that they're watching how the Republicans are everything seems to go their way. Everything seems to be just bouncing their way. The Empress is about fertility. So I guess, making sure everyone's having babies. It's about the food, plenty of food. There's plenty of food, just no one to pick it. It's also, this is also about love, and emotion. So it's actually a really good card, but unfortunately, lately it just has a really bad reputation. It just could be in the past that our message was about love and caring and friendship and women's rights, and that didn't seem to resonate with certain voters that voted for Trump. Current energy is the Three of Pentacles. We need to start collaborating. We need to come up with a strategy here. So, there's got to be someone that we can look to that for actual leadership here. Overarching energy is the Ten of Pentacles. We need to create our own legacy here. We need to bring things of value that support old people, young couples, children, pets. Protecting our legacy. The lesson to be learned is victory. If you can have a message that shows love and find a leader that can communicate it and it lands with the various constituents, you will have a victorious election. The outcome is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, I don't like the outcome. What does the Four of Pentacles mean? Let's get some clarifiers. So the Four of Pentacles is taking care of yourself, being very conservative, hold things in, don't take any risks. So this tells me that their decision would be to go with a conservative type candidate. But let's get some clarifiers on that. It's winner take all, and we're on a new journey. That's interesting because these cards seem to conflict with each other. To me, Democrats in Congress going on a new journey would be embracing the AOCs of the world. What this card is saying is just hold everything close to the chest. But if you want to win, you gotta fight, and you gotta try something new. That's a mixed message. What does the Fool mean? Let's keep going. What's the clarifier on the Fool card? What does that mean? Justice. Okay. Huh. Oh, okay. So, okay. This card is usually my Trump card. You know, Trump keeping everything for himself. Maybe what this is saying is that at the end of the year, some information is going to come out about something that has been stolen or something, something that has been happening here. And that it's going to take us down a new path, and justice is going to result from this. Okay, so that's interesting. That was not something I was expecting. Okay, did I say this was entertainment purposes only? And I don't really know what I'm doing here. Okay, so that's interesting to me. That went a direction I wasn't expecting it to go. So let's see what happens 6 to 9 months. I mean, Anonymous was supposed to come out with something. Maybe they'll come out with something on July 4th, but so far I'm hearing nothing but crickets coming from them. And so the credibility of Anonymous is going as far as I'm concerned. All right, that's what I got right now. I think this is enough. So thank you so much for watching. Dave and I truly appreciate it. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the bell. We'll wake you up at midnight with a new reading just like this. Leave a comment. I read them all, respond to many. And unlike those other bargain basement twin tarot channels with Gary and David, we do something that they don't. We give shout outs, but I don't have my phone with me, so hold on for just a second. And I'm back. So I knew I had a shout out I wanted to give, and that's to Pam Rogers. Hi, Pam. Happy birthday. Her birthday's on the 4th of July. So very happy birthday to you. And then I'm going to give a shout out to Joy and Sorrow, who had a suggestion for a reading. And Joy, I think your idea was a good one. So I'm going to bounce it off David to see if he wants to do that. So thank you for that. And then let's just see if anyone's in the comments section to say hi to. Oh, let's give a card. Let's give a card first, huh? How about we do that, right? All right. So for Pam, let's get you a card because Dave likes to do that. Ooh, there's that 5 of Swords. Go out there and fight, Pam. Don't let him take advantage of you. And Joy and Sorrow, we're going to give you the 6 of Cups. That was a good idea. I'm going to pass that along to David, see what he thinks. And then let's see if there's anyone who's made a comment. I just got done clearing them out. So let's see who's been out there since I've been going through it. Oh, Sarah Zula. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. I totally recognize your thumbnail. Let's see. We're gonna give you the Page of Cups. Don't let him give you the crazy, Sarah. And then how about a card for the rest of us? I'll take it right off the top here. Ooh, the Moon card. It's about confusion and not sure what's going on, but a truth will become apparent to us. So hopefully we'll find out the truth soon enough. They're trying to confuse us, but the Sun card will come out eventually. Hope you're all having a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.